Hello guys, this is Spicy, and this is a review on the Bandai Robot Damashii, or Robot Spirits, Double O Gundam Transam Riser. So this figure was actually released back in 2010. This one's also made in China. These Robot Damashii figures are made in China, just like most of the stuff on Tamashii Nation. Now this one is actually another technically limited edition Bandai Collector Shop exclusive. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the box real quick. So this is not Gunpla, this is a figure, so it's not a model kit. It comes fully assembled, painted, and stuff like that. And the parts are not compatible with Gunpla for the most part. So anyway, here we have the box, 2010, made in China. And here we have the back of the box, rated for ages 15 and up, Tamashii Nations. Here's a UPC. We have all the accessories here. We got the giant riser sword, and yeah, tons of accessories. So, do we have a number here? Side MS, nothing. So this is not numbered. This is because it's exclusive. So yeah, you don't have to worry about any of these parts being able to be compatible with Gunpla model kits, high grade kits, or real grade kits, because take a look at the connection points for the hands. They will not peg in unless you modify them heavily, and I would not recommend doing that. Anyway, these figures are actually very nice. They're highly detailed, and the paintwork on these figures are very nice. Although they are at least 5 times the price of a Gunpla kit. You know, a Gunpla Double O Riser will probably run you around $20, $25. This figure, well, since it's an exclusive, is somewhere around like $90 to $100 right now. And I think if you want to get like a Robot Damashii Double O Riser, it's probably going to cost you around $50 to $60. So at least 3 times the price of the model kit, but you do get a lot of cool stuff with this one. So obviously, since it's a double riser, double Gundam Transam Riser, we have the double riser here, the O riser, and the O riser sit on the stand right here. So this is the O riser, very cool. I like how it's molded in this translucent plastic to give you that very nice Trans-Am-like look. Cockpit is even yellow. I think the on the regular double O riser, this piece is supposed to be like orange. Yeah, this is a very nice color, and it sits on this translucent stand right here. Now you can do 2 things with this stand. You can have the attachment point for the the O riser, and then we can have the attachment point here for the Double O Gundam. So Double O Gundam just sits like that, right there. Very nice. Now, what's exclusive to this figure is the GN Source 3. So apparently, with all the releases of the Double O Gundam, Bandai never release one with the GN Source 3. So in order to get the GN Source 3, you have to buy this figure. I think during that time in 2010, I don't know if they actually eventually release one with the GN Source 3 separately. So we have 2 parts right here. We have the blue part, so you can use this with another normal version of the Double O, or yeah, that's it. So if you're gonna use the GN Source 3 with another Double O figure, you can convert it, this section with the normal blue part. And then we have the normal GN Source 3 right here. That, you can raise it forward. Very cool. I'm gonna show you the gimmick with this GN Source 3 very soon. So obviously you can hold it in the arm very securely like that. Very nice. Okay, so let's keep talking about accessories. So we have these GN Katars, which are very cool. They can combine into a shield. like that. So, and the shield can be pegged into the forearm, like so. You can have it like that, or you can have it like this, whichever you want. Also, you can separate them to, have just have GN katars, like some sort of melee weapon or something. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can also connect the GN katars to the GN drives, like that. That's pretty cool. All right, so for accessories, we have 2 beam sabers and 2 beam saber effects. So yeah, and these can be wheeled into the hand. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, the other hand is being occupied by the GN Sword 3, so don't worry about that. So these are pretty cool. And then we also got these GN Sword, GN Rifle thing. So I'm going to demonstrate one of them by converting it into the GN Rifle mode. It's very simple. You just flip down the handle like that, and then you rotate the blade section, and that turns it into the GN Rifle. And the GN Rifle can be pegged into the forearm right here. There's a connection point here, so it makes a very solid connection. That is pretty cool. Now you can also use it as the sword mode. Basically, it's a little bit weird. You have to lower this part right here, lower the guard, flip it into that section, and it's pretty much the same thing. You connect that there and get the sword mode, and you can hold it very securely. That's pretty cool. Obviously, you have 2 of them, and you can actually connect the sword to the side skirts. So we have a connection point right here. You can peg that in like so. Very nice. Yeah, it's very cool. All right, and then more accessories. So we have 2 sets of V-fins. So we have the hard plastic one, and then we have the soft plastic one. So, if you want to put this in the package, it's probably a good idea that you swap it out or for the soft one, so it doesn't get damaged during transport. So you have 2 options. I'm going to put the hard V-fin on here for the sake of the review. And then we also have 2 of these hands, straight hands. This is like when it, in that scene, when he was fighting the Susanoo, or the Susanoo. I think this is Susanoo. Yeah. And basically, he trying to slice up the double riser, and the double riser just grab onto the sword like that. Yeah. And then we have 1 open hand, 2 closed fists right here. Now, actually, I want to show you guys how to properly attach the hands on these robot Damashii figures, because they can be quite dangerous. So basically, you want to carefully work the hand off the joint like that, and then you want to carefully put them back. You want to rotate it. Don't want to apply too much force. You just want to rotate it into position, because if you apply too much force, you can break off the pegs. So just be careful of that, because I seen a lot of people damage their figure like so. So anyway, I'm not gonna bother with that one. Just gonna put back the hand like that. All right. Anyway, and you can also remove these GN katars. And for the next part. So actually, I'm going to talk about the articulation before I put on the double riser to turn this into the double O riser. Well, I keep calling it the double O riser. It's actually just the O riser. Anyway, so we'll talk about articulation real quick. So obviously, we got the ball joint here, right there for the leg, and then we also have a hinge right here, so you can have ankle rockers. And then we also have the toe hinge, which is very nice. The articulation is very similar to the high grade. We have the double jointed knee, which is very nice. And then obviously we got the thigh cut. And then we got the ball joint here for the hips. I think the real grade actually has more articulation than the Robot Damashii. And I don't think you can articulate the side skirts. So that's a downer right there. Obviously the back skirt is fixed. And I forgot to mention, you can attach the beam saber hilts to the back skirt like that, just like Gundam Exia. There we go. Looks a lot better. Then we have the waist articulation right there. We have the ab crunch, very nice. And let's see, we don't have the butterfly joint, but you can, guess you can kind of move the hand, arm back and forth. It's a ball joint, and you can just move it back and forth. Got the hinge right here for the arm, so the arm can go out straight. Got the bicep swivel, single bend at the elbow, and then we also got the special wrist joint right here, which is very nice. And obviously the hands on the ball joint. It's on a very small peg on a ball peg on a very small peg. So be very careful with that. And obviously you can move the shoulder armor up and down, although it is hindered by the GN drives. And the GN drive can swing back and forth, go up and down like that. You can reenact that scene where the Double O bring his GN drive forward to create the GN field to prevent when the first sign was actually activated in the Gundam Double O Season 2, where it shoots out all the GN particles. So that's pretty nice. The head is on a hinge, and the neck is on a hinge right here. There's a hinge inside the chest, and the head's on a ball joint, so you can rotate that. And same thing over here. So, all right, so that's that. I think I talked about this already. The GN sword can swing forward like that to create the GN sword 3. Very nice weapon. And then it's actually connected very solid to the figure, so don't really have to worry about it like falling apart and stuff like that. Okay, so we got all that out of the way. The weapons, let's see, we can store this the side skirt right there. Just store this one right here. I'm gonna put it into the full mode. Gonna turn it into the double riser, and everything's starting to fall apart on me. Starting to remind me of Rio Grey Gunpla. Oh, also forgot to mention, you can actually rotate these beam saber handles once you connect them, so you can move it back and forth like that. I don't think it really serves any purpose. Just for cosmetic purposes, I guess. Let's grab this one, connect it right here. Oh, that's looking really cool. Alright, let's put him back on the stand. Take all this stuff away. So now what you want to do is you want to take the old riser, remove the winglets like that. Move this part down like so. Swing out this part. Swing out this part. Like that. Oh, and the flash just died on the camera. So anyway. And you want to connect this piece to the back. Like so. There we go. So now we have the old riser connected to the double O. And these are the binders for the GN drive. So you just plug that in right there, like that. You hear a clip. Swing out the winglets. Swing out the wing legs like that. Connect this to the shoulder, the GN drive. Yep, snap. And there we go, Trans Am riser. That is pretty cool. Yeah, double riser is definitely one of my favorite Gundam suits in the whole entire Gundam franchise. As you guys know, I'm really not a big fan of Gundams, but this one is definitely one of my favorites. Alright, and now I'm going to show you another gimmick. So basically what you can do here is you can remove this GN Source 3, and then you can attach this ginormous piece right here. See if I can get that in here. So now we have the Riser Sword 3, or the Riser Sword. Yeah, it's really something. So just give you guys an idea. That is crazy. All right, let's have this swing forward. So here we have it, and it can hold it very steadily. Damn, how cool is that? I might actually have to keep this figure now. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the Robot Damashii Double Gundam Trans Am Limited Edition. I hope you guys find the information helpful. And as always, thanks for watching.